I'm your English teacher Sheikh Rafi. Today in this video I'm going to start the very first unit from your English textbook. There are 3 lessons in the very first unit. A reading, the town mouse and the country mouse. B reading, which is a poem, Town Child, the Country Child. And C reading again is a story, The New Blue Dress. So without waiting further, let us start the lesson. Before we start the lesson, I want all of you to sit with your textbooks and have a pen or pencil in your hands. Okay, let us continue. At the very outset, let us try to understand the meaning of the title of the lesson. It says the town mouse and the country mouse. These are actually the main characters of the story. But what we need to understand is the difference between them. The town mouse, when I say town refers to a city, a well-developed area. Whereas country means a village or any rural area or an area which is away from the city or outside the city. It is called countryside or country, a village. Right, with that background, let us start the lesson. All of you look at page number 1 of your textbook, the very top, the town mouse and the country mouse. Look at these 2 pictures and answer the questions that follow. Now they have given you a picture there. 2 pictures are there and you need to observe those pictures very carefully. On right hand side they have given the picture of a city life, whereas on the left hand side they have given the picture of a village life. Now see the questions given under it. The very first question: write the differences you notice between the things you see in the 2 pictures. Now when we notice the differences, the first difference we see on the right hand side, that is the city, we find that there are all buildings built with concrete. They are all multi-storied houses. Whereas on the left side, we find there are small houses which are in rows and most of them are thatched houses. Right? Then second thing, see the roads. There is a lot of traffic on the roads. We can see buses, cars, trucks, motorcycles, autos. There is a lot of traffic on the roads there in the cities. If you see the left side, you won't find any cars, motorcycles, trucks or buses. Only some people walking here and there. Some farmers are going there. There is a bullock cart. Some cows and bulls are going through the way. So that's a village life. And further, what you see, we see that in city life, that is the right side of the picture, there is a smoke coming out which shows the level of pollution in the cities, whereas in the left side picture we don't see any such smoke, etc. In fact, the left side village we find a lot of greenery. Lot of greenery is there, and since people can be seen on the roads, we can understand that people are in touch with each other a lot. Whereas on the right side we don't find greenery, we have pollution, and since a lot of buses, cars, trucks, etc. are there on the road, it will definitely be very noisy. So these are all the features of city life, whereas the features of a village life. See the second question: where would you like to live, in a town or in a village? I am sure all of you would love to live in a village, right? Then third question: where do you think life is peaceful? Why? Definitely life will be more peaceful in villages. Why? Yes, because village life is a quiet life. We don't have traffic, rush, noise, pollution, etc. in the villages, and it is more spacious. Lot of greenery is there in the village that gives a lot of peace to our mind. So definitely I would like to be in a village. Then fourth question: do animals feel the same like you? Do animals feel the same like you? Certainly, animals also prefer to live in villages. Why? In villages, you find pastures, open land where animals can graze. But in cities, we don't have any such place. Even animals die of hunger. They don't get proper food in cities. So definitely animals will also like to live in villages. See at the bottom. Here is the story of the town mouse and the country mouse. Would you like to know how the town mouse feels when he visits the countryside? Now that is the theme of this story. The town mouse is going to visit countryside. He is going to visit a village. Let us see how he feels it. Turn the page, come to page number 2. Page number 2. They have given a letter there. What is there? A reading. Read the following story and answer the questions that follow. The town mouse and the country mouse. The town mouse and the country mouse were cousins. They often wrote to each other. One day, the country mouse got this letter from his cousin. Now, who is a cousin? The son of your uncle or aunt. They are called cousins. They are like brothers, right? So, let us see what is there in the letter. The letter comes from kitchen cupboard. That's the place where the town mouse lives. That is the place where the town mouse lives. Kitchen cupboard, Mouse Town, 11th of March 2012. Dear cousin, I have been ill with a cough and my doctor feels I need a holiday. He has asked me to spend a week in the countryside. May I stay with you? Please give me an early reply. With warm regards, yours affectionately, Town Mouse. And the letter is addressed to Country Mouse, the mouse hole. Now, where does the country mouse lives? It lives in a hole, the mouse hole, the mouse country. So that's how the letter goes. So you can understand here that the mouse which lives in town, that is the town mouse, he is not feeling well. He is ill and the doctor has advised him to go to countryside for few days so that he can recover. So that is why he is writing a letter to his cousin and asking him whether he can come there and live for some days. So he has written the letter to his cousin who lives in a country. Now see page number 3. Receiving the invitation from the country mouse, the town mouse packed his bags and caught the next train to the countryside. The day was bright and sunny, and soon the town mouse began to feel hot in the train. Now in the very first paragraph we can understand he received a positive reply from his cousin. So his cousin accepted and he invited him to come to the countryside, that is the village. So as soon as he received the letter, the town mouse packed his luggage and got into the train. But how was it? The day was bright and sunny. Sunny means very hot. The day was bright and sunny. So very soon the town mouse started feeling hot in the train. And as soon as he reached the village, see what he says. I wish there was an air-conditioned coach. He said to himself, I feel very uncomfortable here. I feel very uncomfortable here. Why is he feeling uncomfortable? Yes, because it is very hot in the train. See the next para. However, there was nothing he could do about it. So he grumbled to himself while the train chugged slowly into the country. The country mouse was waiting at the station. That is how the story starts. The town mouse has reached the countryside and the country mouse was waiting for him at the station. But the journey of town mouse was not comfortable as the day was very bright and sunny. The country mouse felt very hot and he complained that the train should have been air conditioned, but he cannot do anything for it. Let us see further. Oh cousin, the town mouse said as soon as he got off at the train. The train was dreadful. I feel terribly hot and thirsty. I hope you have something ice cold for me to drink at home. Now, as soon as the town mouse got at the station, he is complaining to his cousin. And what is his complaints? He says the train was dreadful. Dreadful means unpleasant. Dreadful means unpleasant. I feel terribly hot and thirsty. He felt very hot and he was feeling thirsty, and he hopes that the country mouse will be having something cool to drink at home. See the reply. What does the country mouse says? Well, I have some water, said the country mouse, but I can look around for some coconut water if you like. Coconut water? Asked the town mouse in horror. Don't you have any orange juice or lemonade? Now you should understand here that the town mouse is habitual of having such things. What are those things? Orange juice, lemon juice, ice cold water, etc. But the country mouse doesn't have those habits. Okay, so what did the country mouse offer him? He offered him plain water, or he can try to get some coconut water. But hearing those words, the town mouse was totally shocked. See the reply. What does the country mouse says? I am afraid not, replied his cousin. But I found a very nice piece of root today and a tender bit of sugar cane. I am sure you will enjoy that. So what has the country mouse arranged for the town mouse? He has arranged two things. Number one, a very nice piece of root, and number two, a tender bit of sugar cane. These are the things which are generally had by the country mouse. What are those? A nice piece of root. Generally in villages, where do the mouse live? They live in holes. They enter the fields, the farms, they dig the holes, they go under the holes and they eat the roots of the crop. So that is why, what is the country mouse offering? It is offering a nice piece of root or a tender bit of sugar cane. I am sure you will enjoy that. So country mouse is expecting that the town mouse will enjoy those two things. See the reply. Root, sugar cane. The town mouse exclaimed. The town mouse exclaimed. It showed its surprise. But I don't eat raw food like that. What is the town mouse telling? I don't eat the raw food like that. Raw food means uncooked food. I don't eat raw food like that. The country mouse said, this is what we eat in the country. So I am afraid you too have to eat this. Try it. It is not bad. The town mouse did not enjoy his dinner at all. He nibbled at the root and the sugar cane and then said he wanted to sleep. Now you can understand here the town mouse was not happy with the dinner. He nibbled at the root. What is the meaning of nibbling? Nibbling means eating quickly with your front teeth. Right? That is how rats or mouse eat. But when do you eat quickly? When you don't like something. So he nibbled at the root and the sugar cane and then said he wanted to sleep. The country mouse showed a corner in the mouse hole and said, there you are, you can sleep there. Now this was another surprise for the town mouse, because now he had to sleep on the ground. Just turn the page number 4 and see what happens. Page number 4. On the ground, asked the town mouse. Do I have to sleep on the ground? The answer is yes, this is how we sleep in the country, his cousin answered. As the town mouse lay down on the hard, cold ground, he suddenly thought of something. Cousin, he called out. Yes, what is it? The country mouse asked. Why is it so quiet here? Where are all the cars and the lorries? Where are the radios and the televisions? Where are all the lights? Now these are all the things which the town mouse was habitual about. So the answer is, what does the country mouse say? See the next paragraph. "This is how it is in the country," his cousin replied. "It is always quiet in the country. Sometimes it is quieter than today. My grandfather says that our village is the quietest among all the villages in our district." "Oh, is it? The country is a strange place." "The country is a strange place," said the town mouse. But he said to himself, "I don't think I like this place." So you can see the reaction of the town mouse. Town mouse was totally surprised. Town mouse was actually habitual of sleeping, hearing lot of noise and sleeping with the all lights on. But here it is totally different. The village atmosphere, the countryside atmosphere is very calm and quiet. There is no disturbances, no sounds, and no lights at night. No, doesn't it? We feel it awkward. In towns, how it is? 24 hours the lights goes on. So what does the town mouse finally conclude? He says, "I don't think I like this place." Next morning, see the next paragraph. Next morning, the town mouse found that there was no breakfast ready. His cousin told him that they had to go to the nearby farm to search for food. Now this was another problem for the town mouse. There was no breakfast ready and they had to go to the farm the very next day. So what happened? "We are sure to find something there," he said. "A nice piece of root or a tender bit of sugar cane." Again in the breakfast they are going to have the same thing. So what happens? See finally, but the town mouse had enough. Now that was more than, he cannot bear much more suffering. So he said it was enough. And what he did? "Thank you, cousin," he said, "but I think I will catch the next train home. I have suddenly remembered that I have forgotten something." A few days later, the country mouse wrote to his cousin, the town mouse. Here is the letter. So in this way, the town mouse leaves the countryside and goes back to his hometown, that is the town. Can you understand why? Because he cannot adjust himself to the countryside atmosphere. So after a few days, the country mouse writes a letter to the town mouse. Let us see the letter that is given on page number 4. See that letter. The letter is from Mousehole, Mouse Country, 22nd March 2012. "My dear cousin, I hope you are well. I am worried about you. I would like to visit you and make sure you are all right. With love, your cousin, Country Mouse." And he gives the address to the town mouse, kitchen cupboard, Mouse Town. So in this way the letter is posted and the letter goes to the town mouse. See the next page, page number 5, top of the page. The town mouse received the letter and read it. Since he was in a hurry, he sent a telegram to the country mouse. Here is his telegram. So here we can see the first thing. The town mouse is in a hurry. Why he is in hurry? You will understand later. So instead of writing a letter, the town mouse sends him a telegram. A telegram is a quick message. So see the telegram, the message given there, only 3 words. "Overjoyed, come soon, town mouse." Overjoyed. Overjoyed means the town mouse is very happy that the country mouse is going to visit the town. So he is very happy. Second word, "come soon." He says come as soon as possible. And town mouse, the final writer of the telegram, right? So in this way he gives a telegram. See the next para. A few days later, the country mouse arrived in the town. Now here the scene reverses. In the first scene we saw the town mouse getting down in the countryside, and now the country mouse is coming to the town. So what happens? A few days later, the country mouse arrived in the town. He was surprised by the noise and the lights. In village, in the countryside, it was very calm and quiet. But the moment he gets into the city, the town, he finds here very, very noisy. So he was surprised by the noise and the lights. "Why are there lights even in the middle of the night?" he asked. The country mouse is asking, why are there lights even in the middle of the night? What do? When we sleep, we generally switch off the lights. So he's asking a doubt. Why are there lights even in the middle of the night? He asked. This is the town, his cousin replied. This is the town, his cousin replied. Here there are lights even in the middle of the day. Even in the middle of the day. And what is this dreadful noise that never stops? Asked the country mouse. So the country mouse heard lot of noise. So he's asking, what is this dreadful noise? Dreadful means horrible or unpleasant noise. What is this dreadful noise that never stops? Asked the country mouse. That is the traffic. That is the traffic. The town mouse replied. This is the noise made by buses, lorries, cars and aeroplanes. Now you remember, the town mouse was habitual of all these noises. Without those noises he couldn't sleep. And now it is the reverse. The country mouse has came to the town mouse place and he finds this noise a lot disturbing. So what happens? See the next para. But the country mouse did not like it at all. All this noise has made my head ache, he said. Could I have some water to drink? So the country mouse finally asks, he says that all this noise has started making his head ache. So he just asks for some water. See the reply. Why only water? Said the town mouse. Look at what there is for you. Ice cold lemonade, orange juice. Which one do you want? And the country mouse says, just some water, answered the country mouse. Some water and a little bit of food. So you can see the picture given there. In this picture you can understand how the town mouse is offering lots and lots of delicious food to the country mouse. Where does he live? The town mouse lives in a cupboard. In a cupboard, kitchen cupboard. So what do you find in kitchen cupboards? All edibles. All edibles and whatever juices etc. that we drink, they are kept in cupboard. So who do these things belongs to? These things, all these edibles, they belong to the humans. And this mouse is living in a hole in the cupboard. So from that hole he comes into the cupboard and he eats whatever he likes. So he is offering all those things to the country mouse. See there. I have plenty of food, cousin, said the town mouse proudly. You can eat as much as you like. Sure enough, the house of the town mouse at the back of a kitchen cupboard was full of most delicious food. So it was sure that the house of the town mouse was filled with a lot of delicious food. And where does this all food come from? From the kitchen cupboard. There was bread and jam, different kinds of fruits, slabs of chocolate, and a huge piece of lovely cheese. Eat, cousin, eat, said the town mouse. But just then there was a sound like a thunder. There was a sound like a thunder, and the town mouse shouted, Run, cousin, run, run. The town mouse pushed the country mouse out through a hole in the back of the cupboard. The country mouse felt his heart beating very fast. His heart beating very fast. But what is it? Asked the country mouse. Shh, whispered the town mouse. Wait. They wait for a while. Turn the page, come to page number 6. Can you guess what had happened? Yes, you are right. See, turn the page, come to page number 6. When everything was silent again, the town mouse crept out of the hole. He was quite cheerful again. Come out now, cousin, he said. That was only somebody opening the cupboard door. We are safe now. Now, what was that thundering noise? Right, some humans, the person who live in that house, they had come and they had opened the doors of the cupboard. So what does the mouse do when they see humans? They simply run away. If they don't run, humans will kill those mouse. So that is why they were afraid and they ran from there immediately. So after the humans are gone, after once again the doors are closed, the town mouse comes out of the hole and says, "Come out now, cousin." He says, "That was only somebody opening the cupboard doors. We are safe now." But they were not safe for very long. They were not safe for very long. Twice more they had to run for safety when somebody opened the cupboard door. So people keep on frequently opening the doors. So every time they open the doors, the mouse had to run away to save their lives. The country mouse got quite tired of running and hiding. "I want to go back to the country," he said. "We may not get much food there, but at least we can eat in peace." So the next day, the country mouse went back to his house in the country, and the town mouse stayed on in his cupboard in the town. As far as I know, they did not visit each other again. So that is how the story comes to an end. The country mouse could not bear the fear of running every time to save their lives. So that is why he says, in our country, we don't get that much of food, but at least whatever food we get, we can eat it peacefully. In the town, there is no peace. So he could not bear that fear, and that is why he decides to leave the town and go back to the country. So I hope you have enjoyed this lesson and understood the theme, whereby the author brings the difference between the life in a city and the life in a village. Both they have their own advantages as well as disadvantages. It is we who have to decide where we are more comfortable. Okay, children? So that was all from the first lesson, the town mouse and the country mouse. I hope all of you enjoyed this lesson. Dear students, this is the part 1 of the video where I discussed the lesson. In part 2 of the video, I will be discussing the glossary items, that is the vocabulary and the grammar part. I hope all of you enjoyed this lesson. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.